Shalom Yashua. First off, I want to say I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who have 100% truth. To the Akim pushing his word on all four corners of the globe in truth and sincerity. To the sisters, the Akwaf who are out there listening and learning. And to the Confusion of Face brothers tuning in to USA Shalom. This is Revelation 3 and 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killed with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And that's what we're doing. We're being patient, and we have faith that the Most High is going to destroy Esau Edom, because it is written that he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. And we all know that Esau's blessing was the sword. Yeah, let me pull it up real quick. It's Genesis 27. You can't forget that number. Genesis 27 and 40. And by the sword shalt thou live, and shall serve thy brother Jacob. And it shall come to pass that when thou shalt have dominion, thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And that's talking about Jacob breaking Esau's yoke off around our necks. Because this is a captivity, man. America's nothing more than a big-ass prison camp. And it was set up that way by the Most High. And the wicked, Esau, was given control of the earth. Like it says, he was given the fatness of the earth and the dew of the heaven above. But now Esau wants to go into space. Now Esau, that dew of the earth, in the heaven above, that's not good enough for him. He wants to go into space. Now he wants to get the second heaven, but that's why he has that space force, because he's trying to fight them angels. But we know in the truth that the angels basically look like the Jackson 5. And Esau can't get up there. The second heaven, that second heaven is only for Jake. And beyond the second heaven is the Lord's, the Most High's kingdom of heaven, where the Most High dwells. That fourth dimension, that spirit realm. That's why when Ezekiel had that vision of the wheel, when he was talking about the four heads, he was talking about a fourth dimensional being, and it's rough to look at, like everybody should watch that video on the channel Yahweh Shai is coming back. Everybody should watch that video that the brother put up about so-called UFOs and aliens. But I got a little bit off topic with that. This is Obadiah 1 and 20. And the captivity of this host of the children of Israel shall possess that of the Canaanites, even unto Zarephath. And the captivity of Jerusalem, which is in Shepherd, shall possess the cities of the south, and saviors shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the Mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord's, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. So Esau going down, Esau going into slavery, and that's all there is to it. It was set up from the very beginning, and no matter how much Esau cries and begs that he wants his birthright back, point blank, space is only for Jake. We the only ones that going into space. The so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and the confusion of face among us, which went into all nations. So, let me see if I can pull that up real quick. I'm doing this wrong. Let me just dig into my notebook real quick. Yeah, Ezekiel. It's 34. Ezekiel 34 and 5. I'll start at verse 1 because this is all good. The good scripture. Ezekiel 34 and 1. And the word of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, came to me, saying, Son of man, prophesy against the shepherds of Israel, prophesy and say unto them, Thus said the Lord Yahweh unto the shepherds, Woe be to the shepherds of Israel that do feed themselves. Woe to the people. That word woe means death. Woe to the people who feed themselves, that feed their own belly in this flesh, that in this truth, trying to sell t-shirts, trying to get rich, trying to do whatnot, and this, that, and the other thing, trying to make it about them, trying to have some standing in the world. Have people be like, yo, look at him. Yo, look at what he can do. Yo, he decked out, man. Yo, people want to feed them own bellies in the flesh. Do not feed your flesh. Should not the shepherds feed the flocks? And yes, they should feed the flocks. That's the whole point. The whole point of this thing is to feed the flock. Ezekiel 34 and 3. Ye eat the fat and clothe you with the wool. Ye kill them that are fed, but ye feed not the flock. So, you got a lot of people like IUIC and all these other alphabet camps, like the elders say, that just go off. They don't feed the flock. They feed their own bellies. But here's about the confusion of face, man. And they were scattered because there is no shepherd. Let me start over again. Ezekiel 34 and 5. And they were scattered because there was no shepherd, and they became meat to all the beasts of the field when they were scattered. My sheep wandered through all the mountains and upon every high hill. Every high hill. Israel went into every nation. Israel was scattered across all four corners of the globe. So yes, blacks, Latinos, so-called Native Americans, all these words I'm saying are just so-called words because they're words Esau the white man made up. These social constructs such as black and white. And we know that people are either shades of brown or shades of red. Now, Esau is red. Esau is wicked, man. 34 and 6. My sheep wandered through all the mountains and upon every high hill. Yeah, my flock was scattered upon all the face of the earth, and none did seek them, and none did search or seek after them. Therefore, ye shepherds, hear the word of the Lord. That goes into Ezekiel, Ezekiel 37 chapter. We all know is the valley of dry bones, man. And the Lord, he lifted up these dry bones with this word of truth, and because this truth is life, man. Ezekiel 37 and 8. And when I beheld, lo, the sinners and the flesh came up upon them, and the skin was covered them above, but there was no breath in them. And he said unto me, Prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, Thus saith the Lord power, Come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live. And this word, when Israel gets here, this word catches wind of the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, something clicks, and that's why we do this, because we push this word out, make all these videos, go out on the streets, all these brothers go out on the streets and stuff, and to wake Israel up. The whole point is to wake Israel up, man. And Israel's not just the blacks, Latinos, so-called blacks, so-called Latinos, so-called Native Americans. That's where the 12 tribes obviously went. But man, Revelation 7 and 9 talks about the great multitude. In addition to the 12,000, man, the 144,000, 12,000 of each tribes. After Revelation 7 and 9, after this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hand, and cried with a loud voice, saying, Salvation to our power who sitteth upon the throne and unto the Lamb. Man, so I just wanted to bring this out just because you can't. My point is, you can't judge by the flesh. Of course, we judge by the flesh a little bit, but at the end of the day, some people that know this truth. Yeah, sorry about that. My camera, my phone camera ran out of space, and I kept getting phone calls. I think one might be a job. I don't know, but that's the devil for you, trying to interrupt you when you're doing the work. You just got to keep pushing. And what I was gonna say is, like, you can't judge solely on the flesh, because Esau judges on the flesh. Esau judges by what you have and what you don't have, and by how you look and all this. But the Most High judges righteous judgment based on the Spirit. And I just want to say that, man. You can look at people and be like, oh, he's an Edomite, he's an Israelite, he's a Moabite, etc., etc. But at the end of the day, only the Most High knows who's who. And we out there trying to wake people up to whoever may hear it, and whoever we're trying to reach whoever has eyes to see and ears to hear, basically, as the scriptures say. So with that, I just want to say, Brak That Shai, by Hashem Krakadosh, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Lord willing, this is edifying, and until next time, I say Shalom.